Okay, it's Monday, the 15th of April, 2024. Ultimate World News. We're in Shimizu, Japan. We just came from Yokohama and Tokyo yesterday, and today we are here in Shimizu to see Mount Fuji. So we decided not to take any kind of organized tour today. We just set out on our own, and already got some G2 on this place called Miho no Matsubara, where you're supposed to be able to take iconic pictures of Mount Fuji with pine trees and the ocean next to it. So, not knowing what we would find, we set out. We got a taxi from the ship. Took us about, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes to get here. And we're going to go see what we can find. A lot of the tours from the ship got in buses and went really up to the base of Mount Fuji. But we opted to go out on our own today to try a little exploring here. So a lot of times Mount Fuji is obscured by clouds, and maybe you have a 1 in 3 chance of being able to see it on a given day. We lucked out and we got a beautiful day, no clouds. There is, however, some haze, which is gonna make the view not quite so stellar, but still it's stellar. So we come down through the pine trees. Those pine trees are a few hundred years old, and we are looking for where's the view of Mount Fuji. No Fuji yet. Uh-oh.
There it is.
Actually, I sped up this footage a little bit. There it is, Mount Fuji, behind the pine trees. See the snow-covered top? So now what we're after is a picture of Mount Fuji with pine trees and ocean. That's the signature picture from this particular location. So now it's just a matter of getting the right combination of trees and ocean and mountain in the picture. Now, my lens on my camera, I mean, it's a great camera, but it doesn't have really like a telephoto lens. You can zoom some, and I got it pretty much full zoom here. I am putting in some pictures at the end of this, some still pictures that I put in collage that other people took where they have telephoto lenses and they get a little bit better picture. But this is still pretty, I mean, it's pretty beautiful. So I'm headed down to the water, and there's 2 little points out there. They put concrete barriers on to keep them from eroding. I'm going to go down there to the first one and see what that does.
Mount Fuji.
All right, so now we're at the first point, and my camera is not zoomed so much here. But you can still see Mount Fuji out there with ocean and pine trees. So I thought to myself, itself. Why don't we go down to the next one and see if the view is any different? So let's go down there in a minute. I think I even got one with a boat going across. Let's see. From the next point, I think there's a boat that cuts across. It's kind of neat. No, maybe not. So I set up my tripod on this concrete foundation, which is for I don't know what. Like they had some fish farming or something going on there. I don't know. And now it's fully zoomed. On the ocean there. So we're going to head back to the park entrance through the trees in a minute. And then I put those still photos I mentioned at the end to give you a little bit better perspective. Really excellent picture someone took with their telephoto of Mount Fuji. And then the picture Laurie took, which was a different format, so I had to smash it down so it would fit in this format. She takes a tall, skinny format, and my camera takes a shorter, wider format. So when I put her pictures in here, they have to get smashed flat. And then at the very end, there's a time-lapse photo I took off of our balcony on the ship as we left the port of Shimizu. We didn't have a whole day here. We only had like until 3 o'clock or something. And then we were still bound and determined to get some Japanese food, so there was a amusement park / shopping complex walking distance from the ship where we were able to find a Japanese restaurant finally to have some authentic Japanese food. And there's the picture taken with somebody's telephoto. Beautiful. And there's the amusement park right next to the ship port, and that orange building is where we found the Japanese restaurant. So we had a great day in Shimizu. It was beautiful. Enjoyed it and headed back to the ship for our next stop in Osaka.